What's up, YouTube? This your boy, Big Boy Faction, and tonight I'm going to do my WWE Raw review on highlights. You guys new, hit that like button, helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel and find my social media down below in the description. Now, Monday Night Raw was dreadful. The first hour Raw was dreadful, god awful, and copy and paste at the same time. So it says, backstage, Braun Strowman tells Drew McIntyre that he owns him for saving his butt last week. Strowman tells McIntyre that he better follow his lead tonight if he wants to make it through the match. McIntyre rips into Strowman. Strowman says if McIntyre thinks he's too good to tag with him, he'll go to the ring and do it what McIntyre couldn't beat Mason T-Bar in a handicap match. So we get Braun Strowman versus Mason T-Bar. This match was quick, so it says the winner of the match, Braun Strowman. That's all I gotta say. Let's move on. McIntyre hits the ring and makes the save. So we get Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman versus Mason T-Bar. So it says the match started during the break. Strowman missed a shoulder tackle in the corner. McIntyre tags himself in and hits the future shot DDT on T-Bar. Mace breaks up the pin. Strowman attacks Mace from behind. Strowman tosses Mace out of the ring. McIntyre and T-Bar fight outside the ring. Strowman trains Mace. Strowman tries to run over T-Bar, but McIntyre accidentally clotheslines Strowman. McIntyre gets counted out. The winners of the match, Mace and T-Bar. After the match, Strowman power slams McIntyre. Alright, let's move on. Backstage, McIntyre tells Adam Pearce he wants a match with Strowman tonight. Pearce says he can do that. So we get Miz TV. This was a god-awful segment right here. Miz is in the ring with Morrison, Elias, and Riker. Miz and Morrison congratulate Bad Bunny for selling out his tour in minutes. Miz takes full credit for Bad Bunny's success. Morrison says Bad Bunny didn't even offer them tickets. Miz says to show their range, they are going to have their own concert tonight. Elias dedicate their performance to his Shane McMahon. They start to sing Hey Hey Ho Ho Unplugged. It's terrible and thankful. The lights go out and Damien Priest makes his entrance. Damien Priest says their performance move him, but they have a surprise for Miz. And Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston walk out on the stage. Woods is carrying a huge guitar case. Woods opens it and it's filled with tomatoes. Damien Priest, Kingston, and Woods toss tomatoes at everyone in the ring. So we get the New Day and Damien Priest versus the Miz, Morrison, Elias, and Riker. This was a fun tag team match, decent. It says the winners of the match, the New Day and Damien Priest. All right, let's move on. So we get backstage, Sonya Deville lets the suspension Charlotte Flair into the arena. In-ring segment, Sonya Deville. Deville introduced Charlotte Flair. Flair joins Deville in the ring. Deville knows that the referee that Flair attacked is also in the ring. Deville says last week Pearce was a bit hassy. Deville gives Flair the floor. Flair apologizes to the referee and the WWE management. Referee Orgo accepts her apology and says if he saw Rhea Ripley interference, he would have made a different call. Deville lifts Charlotte Flair's suspension. Deville adds that Flair will return to action tonight and Orgo will be the referee. Flair says that since he admitted it was his fault, he should apologize to her. The referee Orgo apologized. Backstage, Adam Pearce meets Flair and Deville behind the curtain. Deville tries to apologize, but Pearce says he doesn't believe it. Pearce storms off as Flair's laugh. Alright, backstage, Adam Pearce is talking on the phone about someone unsprung power. Strowman storms in and says since he didn't get pinned in the number one contenders triple threat match, he should be added in the title match at the pay-per-view if he wins tonight. Strowman asks if Pearce has to check with Deville first. Pearce agrees to the stipulation. In-ring segment. Sheamus says Humberto Carrillo doesn't belong in the ring with him. He says he's going to issue another open challenge tonight. Sheamus asks that the United States Championship won't be on the line. Humberto Carrillo storms down to the ring. Sheamus laughs and asks if Carrillo is insane for coming out here tonight. Sheamus throws his hat in Humberto Carrillo's face and cheap shots him. Sheamus grabs the mic and to yap, but Humberto Carrillo attacks him from behind. Carrillo dumps Sheamus out of the ring. Carrillo drop kicks Sheamus every time he tries to get back in the ring. Carrillo hits a suicide dive that sends Sheamus flying over the announcer desk. Alright, let's move on. So we get backstage. Rhea Ripley says she is happy Flair is back, but she is forced on her match tonight. While Flair is playing worldwide with referees, Rhea Ripley will focus on staying Raw Women's Champion. In-ring segment, MVP and Bobby Lashley. This was good, by the way, by Bobby Lashley. Lashley says he did exactly what he said he was going to do. Lashley walked into WrestleMania champion and walk out champion. Lashley says the moment that was that much sweeter since McIntyre was crumpled up at his feet. Lashley says the same thing will happen the next time they fight. MVP goes into a rant about Lashley not being treated properly. Putting him in a triple threat match isn't fair. The same thing happened when Lashley lost the United States Champion. Lashley says both McIntyre and Strowman know they can't beat him. Lashley is going to have to watch the match later to protect his interests. Backstage, Riddle says he is on cloud 9 after beating Randy Orton last week. Orton interrupts and says he is going to teach Riddle some respect. Last week, but Riddle sort of earned his respect. Orton says they have nothing in common, but the team name RK Bro is kind of catchy. Orton says he called in a favor and they have a tag match tonight if they won it. Riddle is ecstatic. Orton shuts Riddle before he can go into a rant. Backstage, Nia Jax complains about Flair, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose to Reginald and Shayna Baszler. Baszler tells Jack none of that matters. They can't afford any distractions. Baszler storms off. Someone delivers flowers to Jack. Jack thanks Reginald for the flowers. Reginald says he didn't send them. Angel Garza walks in and says he sent them. Garza tells Jack she is beautiful as a Spanish rose. Garza wish her good luck tonight. Jack and Reginald walk away. Jack sees Rose and Dana Brooke standing by a mirror. Jack yells at Rose to put these in some water. You know what? As she slaps Rose upside her head with the flowers. Alright, let's move on. So we get Matt Riddle and Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. It says the winner of the match, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. After the match, Riddle tries to hug Orton. Orton shoves Riddle off. Riddle tries to pose, but Randy Orton walks away. Orton smiles as he walks up the ramp. Asuka, Naomi, and Lana versus Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley. This match I ain't really care. With the winner of the match, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley. Alright, let's move on. So we get backstage. DeVille finds Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. DeVille reminds them for embarrassing Nia Jax. DeVille tells Rose she faces Flair next. Doing Alexa Bliss prank on Bliss. Bliss says we can all have best friends like Lily. You just have to look her into her eyes and says Lily's name 3 times. Bliss says to think of something peaceful. Lily pops up on the screen and screams. Bliss laughs and says she got us. Bliss says Lily is a little reckless and it's time for Lily to play with the rest of the WWE roster. Bliss says Lily made her do it. So we get Mandy Rose and Charlotte Flair. This match was quick. Charlotte Flair it says the winner of the match, Charlotte Flair. I didn't really care about that match either, so let's move on. So we get backstage. McIntyre calls Strowman a monster complainer. McIntyre isn't going to let Strowman get in the way of his one-on-one title match at WrestleMania Backlash. So we get Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman. This main event was garbage. The winner of the match, Braun Strowman. It says at WrestleMania, at WrestleMania Backlash, Bobby Lashley will defend against Strowman and McIntyre. And Monday Night Raw goes up there. But like I stated earlier, Monday Night Raw was dreadful, god-awful, and copy and paste at the same time. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review on highlights, please drop a like on this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. I'm finna go relax. You guys have a great night. Stay safe and stay strong. And always, stay positive.